What's up, traders? Welcome to another section of the Greatness Forex Academy. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what Confluence is and the tools you are to use for Confluence so as to be in the good side and make money with the hedge funds. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into the charts and see what we've got. Okay, now as you can see, the name implies for Confluence 101. Now, I'm just going to be showing you what Confluence is and the tools you should use for Confluence. And in our next video, I'm going to be applying these tools and I'll be showing you the area I got my Confluence. Now, first of all, let's quickly know what is Confluence before I show you the tools you have to use for Confluence. Now, Confluence has to do with two things coming together, supporting another thing. That is, when two or three things are in agreement, that is Confluence. So in trading, Confluence has to do with two tools being in agreement for what direction. For example, if you're in an uptrend, we should get Confluence for the uptrend, either through multi-timeframe analysis, through structures, through tools, or through the hedge funds or banks. So without wasting much of your time, I want to quickly explain this now. But first, I want you to understand that in our next video, I'll be showing you how to apply these tools, how to use them with your multi-timeframe analysis. But for now, I want to quickly explain this in details. Now, just as the Bible said in Amos 3:3 that can two work together except they agree, and also in Matthew that the witness of 2 or 3 is true. So also it is in trading. When two things are in agreement, it is true. When two things are working together, it is true. The direction is said to be true. So let's start. I want to quickly show you the tools now you are to use. Now, we get Confluence through, let me quickly write it down. We get Confluence through through the following. One, it is through multi-timeframe analysis. We also got Confluence through two structures. Three, through tools, the tools we use. For the fundamentals, let me put it that way. Fundamentals. Now I will add more if there are more, but this I want to quickly show you how I use this. Now, Confluence 101, the tools we use for Confluence, we get Confluence through the following. Now, first way to get Confluence is through multi-timeframe analysis. Now, second way to get Confluence is through structures. And the third way to get Confluence is using these tools that are here. And the last way to get Confluence is through what? Fundamentals. When I say fundamentals, I'm talking about either the hedge funds or you get the news from news calendar. So first, what am I going to be doing? I'm going to show you the tools. First, these tools we use for multi-timeframe analysis. Every other thing I will show you here. Now, first, when getting Confluence, you should first of all do the multi-timeframe analysis. Then next, you do structures. After which you get the tools before you go for fundamentals. You don't check fundamentals first before doing the technical analysis. No. You first of all do technical analysis using these first three, and you go to check the fundamentals if they are in agreement with you. Now let's start with the tools. I want to show you the tools, then we'll go over to number one and start with multi-timeframe analysis. Now the tools, there are so many tools to get Confluence. As you can see, these are all tools. Also from here, these are all tools. From here also, these are tools. From here, these are tools. But the tools I use for Confluence are just 4 tools. Now I use the Fibonacci retracement. You can take a screenshot and see my parameters. I use the rectangle with structures. I use the horizontal line. If I want to go back to the past market, I want to scroll back and see the areas the market respected, just like this. And finally, I use the trend line. That's if we have a strategy. We use a 3-in-1 rule based strategy, and we have a strategy that is we use only trend line for that strategy, nothing else. So, and I use the trend line. Now, how do we use this to get Confluence? I'm going to show you in this video now on this chart how to use all this to get Confluence. Now, these are the tools I use. As you all know from my previous video, the Fibonacci retracement tool is used to get the correction, or let me say the retracement after an impulse, and the extension to Fibonacci extension is used to get impulse. But I told you and I taught you how I use this Fibonacci retracement tool to get corrections and impulses. Now this is to mark structures. This is to mark structures and the area you want the market to get to. My student will know how to use this best because I explain how to use it, and also how to use it for our entry and all that things. Now this is to also mark structures and go back to past market to see how this area was respected, as well to see if it's a strong zone or a key level. This is to determine trend, to determine the trend. The trend line is used to determine a trend, whether the market is in an uptrend or a downtrend, and it is also used to determine structures. Now, having known the use of these 4 tools, now let's get straight to Confluence 101. Let me quickly show you how to use what I just listed under Confluence 101. Okay, let me delete these tools. Okay, let's go. Now the first Confluence we are to get here is multi-timeframe Confluence. So how do you get that? When you switch to your charts, you go on higher time frame and see you determine the trend. Now, having seen this weekly time frame, I already know the monthly time frame will be on shorts, but let me make you understand. Let's go over there so you can see. As you can see, the monthly time frame is on short and it's coming down to test a bottom, which was rejected before. As you can see, it was rejected here because this is a double bottom, and the market is coming back to test it again after this impulse correction. As you can see, I told you before in my previous video that how to identify structures. When you see a green candle that is not in alignment with the red candles, that place becomes a structure level. So as you can see, this impulse correction, the next impulse is about to come to this region we are targeting our take profit. So overall, from the monthly time frame, we are seeing what? A short. Okay, what are you going to do? You go over to the weekly. What can you see from the weekly? You can see what? A short also, because the market just made impulse correction, impulse. It's on its correction right now with this green candle, and after this green candle, we expect the market to start moving down. Pretty cool. In fact, from today, the market is supposed to start moving down late today, or let's say next week, because this is a weekly candle. Now you go over to the daily time frame and see if it's in alignment with what we've seen from the monthly time frame, and perfect. As you can see on the daily time frame, the market formed a better structure here, and as you can see, this impulse correction, impulse is going on a second correction now to this area. As you can see, it's going down to the is on its way to the downside. So what are we going to be doing? We use the monthly, weekly, and daily for direction, and the 4-hour for entry. Now, having seen that the monthly, weekly, and daily are in confluence with each other, we'll be monitoring our entry rule on the 4-hour time frame. Now, we've gotten this confluence. Now, let's go over and get the next confluence. The next confluence is structures confluence. As you can see, multi-time frame we've got in it. Structures. Now, this has to do with the area I just told you, where that is not in alignment with structure, like this. This green candle is a structure here. It has been identified. You just identify it with these two. Now I'm doing what? I want to quickly show you how to use structures and tools together before we go to the fundamental. Now you first of all identify the structure area. This is a structure area. This green candle. Now you just drop that tool there. If you don't want to use it, you can use this. you can just, if you don't want to use it, you can use this as well, but I prefer that. So this is a structure area. What we're going to do, we'll go over to the weekly time frame to see if the structures are in agreement to complete the confluence. Okay, sorry. Okay, as you can see on the weekly time frame, the structures are in agreement. This was the area we identified from what the monthly time frame, as you can see, is in agreement with this tool. So you go over to the daily time frame and see if it's also in agreement in the daily time frame. Yes, also in agreement, but a structure was broken. Which is this structure? Now from the daily time frame, we are going to be using this structure over on the 4-hour time frame, and we'll look for our entry rules if the rules are satisfied. So as you can see, the structure is in agreement. You can also use other tools like the Fibonacci retracement tool to see if it's in agreement from the high of the downtrend to the low. As you can see, the area is perfectly in agreement with the golden ratio, which is this area, and the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is the 50%. So we are getting what? We are getting a confluence from multi-timeframe analysis, from structures, and from which two? These two tools, the rectangle and the Fibonacci retracement tool. Now let's see if we can get another structure from what? The trend line, if it's possible. Okay, we have it's not possible. It's not possible. Not that it's not possible. I don't want to make the chart very small. I like using the present market. If I'm to zoom it down like this, there's no way I won't get a trend line. I would definitely get a trend line. And if you get a trend line from here, you can see it's currently in a which trend? A downtrend. So as you can see, it's currently in a downtrend. That's another confluence, but I like using the present market. That's why you didn't see me zoom out like that. So this is confluence, and from everything we have gotten, it's a short. So what are we going to be doing next? You will just go over to the fundamentals, which are the hedge funds, which is the last one. You just go over and check if the GBP and the USD is calling for a short. Now, if our website, we are updating it very soon. You'll be getting for the students, you'll be getting the updated COT every week. So if I'm to take this now, I will just go to the COT data and check the Great British Pound contracts and see if they added longs or they closed some short. Check also for the US index and see if they added long or closed some short. And I'll check the overall net profit and see. Now, if the overall net profit is calling for a short, then let's see, I won't say I'm 100% sure. I'm 90% sure that this market will definitely move to the downside. Why? Because the hedge funds are in agreement with this technical analysis that I made with multi-timeframe confluence, structural confluence, and tools confluence. And if the hedge funds are in agreement with it, then I can take this trade with confidence, and I'll be risk-free. Another trade I would have loved to show you confluence, but because of time, I would have loved to show you confluence. But don't worry, in our next video, Confluence 101.1, I'm going to be showing you all about confluence. So this is all for now. I know the concept is already clear. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share to your friends to also get value from this free forex education. You can also visit our website for free forex education for those who likes to read, and also you can join our Telegram channel where you get updated, where we take lessons almost every week for free. We teach you almost every week, and we update you on any new thing that is coming up. We update you on our analysis from Tradingview and so on and so forth. If you wish to become a member of the mentorship program, you can also get our contact details from the description, and contact Greatness FX to join the to join the mentorship program and become a professional independent trader and take your profit from the market on a consistent basis. So this is all for now. I believe the concept is clear. See you in our next video.